Last time on Cyberpunk Red, the Synthwave story.
Bolt runs up to you and goes, "You're awake!" Hey Jet, you gonna introduce your friends yet? Are they awake too?
Hey buddy, I don't know yet. Why don't you come with me and we'll find out, huh?
Yeah, let's go. On with the jet. As they say, rockets away! Woo!
The whole thing was apparently being broadcast out of,
Studio City.
Studio City.
So our hypothesis is that there's a netrunner hiding in that place. That's the only lead so far.
Vita, did you get me hooked up with a new car or?
Oh, yeah. It's really behind your tent.
A wash of advertisements from brain dance movies to movie storage areas. You guys eventually arrive on where the ping is.
I guess.
I'll go first.
Alright, I'll cover you.
And as you go down, Jet, Vita, your training instincts kind of go crazy as you notice there's someone in the corner of the room. You see a man who you thought was dead, who the whole world thought was dead. As you see walking out of the shadows is none other than Private Eye Axman. And you guys were kind of blamed for killing. Axman walks out of the shadows and he just kind of looks and goes, "What you guys doing here?"
Please like and subscribe as we continue the Synthwave story.
Welcome back. It's been a bit. It probably wouldn't have been a long time since the last episode. Hopefully, it's been edited in a good, succinct way. But hey, guys, we're back. It's been a long time for us. And I would ask, does anyone remember what happened last session? But I know for a fact no one's going to remember because it was such a long time ago. The group drove to the ping location, an abandoned warehouse in Studio C. Inside, you guys found a den filled with a bunch of screens of information. Vita, you noticed someone in the corner who revealed themselves to be Axman. And Axman is the private eye detective that basically Dr. Duck was put on suspension for possibly killing. But you guys found out this guy's alive, and that's kind of where we ended it. So that's where we're gonna start. You guys are in Studio City. You're in this kind of rundown, repurposed motherfucking building. Studio City is a film and TV district of Night City. It's kind of where it's like they have their movie lots and all of that stuff, where they have their game dev studios, things like this. That's what happens in Studio City. That's the kind of place it is. You'll see a lot of massive billboards promoting movies and brain dances and video games and all of these things. Then you see a random rundown building, and in the cellar of that rundown building is where you guys currently are. And you're stood right in front of Axman. And Axman looks at you guys and just kind of goes, "We're having a party here? What the hell are you guys doing?"
We had a party yesterday. Well, I did anyway, because my head is banging.
Now's not the time, Doc. Please.
I'm gonna get me some electrolytes and some water. I'll be back with you in a bit.
Electrolytes. I'm confused though. How are you guys here? What the hell are you doing? What are your names, first of all? This is. Are you with them?
With them? Who?
Don't play coy with me, guys. I'm not a big fan of being lied to. You know, I don't take that easily.
Well, I'm not a fan of having people just accusing us of being with people that we don't even know about.
Okay. So, let's have it this way. You answer a few questions, I'll answer a few questions.
Good.
Who are you guys, and why are you here?
Well, we are just investigating someone that we know, and we happen to be lagged here. That's all we know. Now it's your turn to answer the question. Who are you and what are you doing here?
My name is Axman. I've been asked by a certain fixer to investigate something, and it led me here.
I guess you both are the same thing then. Question is regarding someone that you're looking for? A crime scene or something personal?
That is confidential. Now, one more question. Are you guys with them? Because I see you, and the guy then looks at you, Vita, and sees you have the kind of neo-militarism kind of outfit. The way you hold yourself doesn't really kind of vibe with said person you seem to be, or energy you seem to be exuding. He's kind of like, just looking at you, you look pretty high-strung there. So I just want to know, who do you work for?
If you're looking at me specifically, then I work for myself. Take whatever job that's there. Keep what I want to do. No further attention needed. That's just how I work.
I don't think I have any other questions for you guys. Other than why is a band of 5 random strangers seemingly hanging around together, doing an investigation on something that feels like it would be out of your league? Hell, do you even know where you guys are right now? Did you just stumble in?
You're making a lot of assumptions.
I am.
Well, let's just say we have a mutual worker, all of us, and we're just investigating that things might have led us here.
And who would that worker be?
Let's just say he's a certain fixer, which I'm pretty sure I know every single badge knows about.
A name would be easier.
Oh, please. You already know. I need to remind you.
Well, then that's pretty interesting. If they sent you on this wild goose chase, I wonder why they did the same thing with me, huh? Because I got instructed by the Fixer Wolf to investigate something called Synthwave. Now, I had to make sure you guys weren't, well, part of the people who came and attacked me. Because I had to fake my death. Why? Because some guys came after me and my family, targeted me because of this investigation. So, one, it tells me that me hiding my death worked, because Wolfen had hired some other people to do this job. And 2, he still hasn't found the answer. Doesn't that suck?
Well, we both have a mutual interest then.
Well, I won't disturb you guys. I will run my investigation in this room. You guys can run your own. Find anything interesting? I'll be happy to hear it. If I find anything interesting, I'll be happy to tell you too.
Well, what do you know so far?
Good question. I know so far, and he kind of leads you towards one of the computer screens. He kind of turns it on, blinks on, bing, 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 and he says, see this here. There's been emails, messages between representatives of multiple mega corporations. The key ones seem to be Arasaka, Trauma Team, and this up-and-coming corporation called Mies Corp. They seem to be discussing interest in acquiring something called harmony.
So what is harmony?
Well, that's what I came here to fully check out.
So you know as much as us then?
Practically, yeah. It's kind of hard to do an investigation when you're meant to be dead. You know, don't want people seeing you.
Well, you've got two options. You can either return to the dead, or we can all work together.
I typically don't work with others. You never know who's professional and who's a rookie.
Well, how long have you been working on this?
I've been working on this for about 3 weeks now.
And how do we know we can trust you? You've been asking us if we're with certain people, but...
I didn't ask you to trust me. I said we can do our investigations separately. If you guys want to get help from me, I won't oppose to that. More heads can solve this mystery than one. But I'm not the kind of guy to sit back and be told how this thing goes out, how the thing goes about. I've been doing this for a long time, and I'm not gonna stop here and let you guys take over the reins when I feel and I know I can get this thing solved. Simply like that. That's all I gotta say. If you guys want to work together, fine. Just don't step on my methods.
Well, what we feel and we know is that we've had probably more real world experience on this than you have in the past few days. And I think that you're making a mistake by not wanting to work with us, just given that experience.
How about this? I'll sit back right now. I'll let you guys survey the scene. If you guys find anything good, anything worthwhile, you prove to me you're worth working with. Does that seem fair?
Nah, I think you can, if you want to do this on your own, you can do this on your own. We'll have this wrapped up in no time at all.
That's how you feel about it, that's how you feel about it. And he kind of just starts to walk away from the monitor, starts purveying the scene all by himself. He's definitely, just from looking at how he does things, he definitely knows what he's doing, but you do know he doesn't know what he's looking for. That's the difference. He knows the process, he knows how to get there, but he doesn't know what clue he's desperately trying to find. So he's just searching, and it looks kind of aimless, but he's still good at what he does.
I think I'll stop on the computer. Some of that was the last time we had the CCTV footage that relayed back to this place. Yeah, just roll a D10 as usual. Ah, shit. 5.
Oh. You're searching on the computer, you don't really find anything other than that email correspondence. It's not, you like, the system is being used as nothing like the ones you saw or used when you were being taught from Arasaka or on any of the jobs you've ever done. It looks like very custom made. They're not using an OS that's been sold commercially. Someone's made this shit for the sake of it being no one else knows how the fuck this works. Someone else can try their investigation.
What items is there around the room other than the computer?
So, you see, okay, so you see, the central command center with the screens and all that stuff. You see, a bunch of kind of security systems which have been turned off, which you probably presume was Axman doing it before he arrived here. You also see, a bunch of, like, there's an area which is like a kind of like a living space. but the lights off. You can't really see that much into there, but that's probably somewhere you can investigate. There's kind of like a little lab area, and then there seems to be a bedroom space.
Mm-hmm.
Those are the kind of separate things you see in this room.
I'll go investigate the wee lab area.
So you enter the
What
lab
is
area.
that to roll?
No, you just enter the lab area for the moment.
Okay. Oh, fair.
You enter the lab area, and as you enter the lab area, you kind of what you see is a bunch of test tubes, a very clinical space. Compared to the rest of the room, the one room we just were in, which was very messy, filled with wires and computers, and it felt like it was jumbled together. This place feels like it's been treated like a lab.
Mm-hmm.
So barely anyone's ever touched it, it seems like. But then you do see there is a laptop on one of the surfaces. And on this laptop, it's hard to make out. It says something on said laptop. It says chemical formula for Project Genesis. You see that the chemical formula is C17523NO3, which means that it includes carbon, hydrogen, nitrogen, and oxygen. It has a list of its effects. Its short-term effects are heightened sensory perception, altered cognitive states, and euphoria. Long-term effects are neural damage, memory impairment, cognitive decline, withdrawal symptoms, intense cravings, emotional instability, and potential psychosis.
Okay. And do I understand that? Or...
No, well, other than what you can read and understand, probably, I don't think so.
Dr. Doc, have you got any opinion on this?
I would do if I could find my character sheet so I could roll for it. Oh wait, no, I found it. It was the last message Nam sent me.
Exactly. There you go. There you go.
I already had it downloaded. Where'd you look at that?
Because you see it says a 1 at the end, you go, oh shit. It's on my PC.
Yeah, exactly. I'm like, oh, I already have this.
Yeah, Dr. Doc found all this science mumbo jumbo. And was wondering if maybe it made more sense to you.
10 plus 8. 13.
You would know this thing on the chemical compound to be weirdly the correct thing you need to seemingly cure Synthwave. But it seems very like unrefined as you look at the long-term effects, neural damage, memory impairment, all of these things. You're like, is it worth taking this to remove Synthwave? Because at the end you might just be even more fucked up. But it looks like to you someone is starting the process of making a cure for Synthwave, and that's what this chemical formula for Project Genesis is.
So from my understanding, it looks like Project Genesis may be some form of an early type of cure or preventative measure for Synthwave.
Ah. Even with all of these different effects.
From what I can understand, it seems like it's in a very early stage.
Yeah.
And we need to find out more information on it, or at least speak to someone who knows more about this, so we can figure out where in the process it is. You know, has it gone to clinical trials, or is it still in development stages? We don't know enough at the moment.
All right. Well, thanks, Doc.
No worries.
Okay, so the other places to check is the bedroom and the kind of living space. That is instructed on either Lotus or the Jet, so either of you can take either or.
I'll go towards the bedroom.
That would leave Lotus with the living space. Okay, so Jet, as you go to the bedroom, you find this place is full of a lot of personal belongings to someone, including a bunch of journals, notes, and other documentation hinting at their involvement with Synthwave and investigating it. You can roll.
So I got 12.
12 isn't just below an everyday. So when you're investigating here, what you don't find is anything major, but what you do find is a single note written on paper, which is weird nowadays. Normally these things are either sent through like messages and text or left on a shard. You see it written on a piece of paper. This handwriting is very purposeful and delicate. And what you see is on this letter, all it says is, I know you've been out of commission for a long time, but I need you to come back and search something for me. I don't know if you're gonna see this. I don't even know if you're gonna want to come back. I know you're enjoying your life retired. But I desperately need help. There's something called Synthwave, and it's personally affecting my life. So if you can, call into the afterlife and we'll set up a meet. From your old friend, Rogue.
Okay. Is there anything else that I can spot around the room?
You can try another check, but then you'd have a -2 because you're doing the same roll again.
That's fine. I'll go for it again. I'm gonna put 2 of my luck into it.
Smart guy.
That's a 10. Roll again. That's a 9, so 2 of my luck, and I got like a
So 19 plus your base in that.
And then plus I got a 29. Like, and then take away 2, so 27.
So 27 is what we call an incredible check. You are 2 away from a legendary check.
Oh my god.
And a legendary check is the highest check you can ever make. An incredible check.
It's just for that -2.
This is a tremendous feat. Putting yourself would rank you amongst the very best of your class professionally. You are truly Olympian material. That is how good you did that roll. So for you, Jet, you are looking around this room. You're like really confused. There has to be something else. You find, I wouldn't say residue, but it's like this imprint onto the floor. The floor's like this wooden floor, like this imprint of a shoe, as you would have barely been able to see because of the darkness of the room, but you were somehow able to see it. And as you follow this path, it leads around the space you're in, into the kind of living space where you see Lotus there. Lotus looking around herself, and as you kind of show Lotus in this room, you see this shoe, these foots leading to what seems to look like a fridge. Been interesting. Maybe the guy went to have a midnight snack. Who knows? Maybe he's a bit peckish. But as you go towards this fridge, you open it, and it seems odd because this fridge it has nothing in it at all. Nothing at all. If this is meant to be someone's living space, there should be something in here, a packet of something, anything. But it's completely empty. So you kind of take a moment to kind of pull about inside this, and you realize this fridge is not a fridge, it's a secret compartment. As you pull out the insides of this fridge away. And as you pull out the insides of this fridge away, you see behind the fridge is a massive hidden compartment containing a stash of weapons, emergency supplies, and what seems to be like what you assume. Yeah, I'll tell you what it is because you got such a high roll. A self-destruct button for this base.
Bruh.
Uh-oh.
So that was lucky for you. I will tell you the weapons you found. So these weapons are pretty decent, actually. You find what is a Militech Omaha. Let me post that for you guys. There's this. There's a Militech Omaha you find. The heavy pistol. You also find a nice assault rifle. What's it called? An Arasaka gun. An Arasaka Masumune. So I think it's pronounced. Find one of these as well. You also find a nice shotgun. And it's not just like a pretty meh kind of shit shotgun. It's not a budget arms or anything. It's a Rostovik shotgun. Big Russian shotgun. And this one is a tech weapon, so you can actually charge shots. Big boy gun. Those are the 3 guns you find in that compartment.
Dibs on the shotgun.
No.
Hey man, I call dibs. I don't make the rules.
Listen, I found them, so I'll distribute them, okay?
Wow, Jet's
You'll
voice
get
changed a lot
you-
since last time.
Okay, so as he's been looking at that, Lotus, can you please roll for me a conceal reveal object?
Okay. It's been a
What
minute,
has
so which
changed as
dice
well?
is that again?
D10.
Sorry?
Okay.
Okay.
The D10.
Okay.
I don't find my D10.
D10's the one that looks like.
Yeah, show it to me because my brain's
it's like
dead.
the
Okay, thank you. Yeah. I got it. I thought that's what it was. Okay. A nice little 4, and then my. Yeah, I see. So 7. Added onto it, so 7, 8, 9, 11.
11. You look around this room, and you find something else. You find a shard on the table. This shard seems a bit procurious. It's something that it stands out as you look at it. It's definitely like oh shit, this is meant to be here. It seems like someone left this in a hurry.
So I'm going to turn to the group and say, this shard, don't know what's on it, don't know what could happen, so could someone just be beside me in case anything goes wrong? I think I'm going to check it out.
Right behind you.
I'll hang by. I've got my medical training just in case anything goes wrong.
I'm gonna take 10 steps away. If that blows up, I'm not there.
Nice.
Understandable.
Nice.
I'm just gonna go in here, and I'm gonna close myself into the fridge.
But no, nothing really does happen. But you just have to be cautious because you just slot like a random shard into your rack. This shard is pretty long, so it's actually split into 2. But this is the shard you see. Project Genesis. Project Genesis represents a groundbreaking venture undertaken by Biotechnica, aimed at developing a revolutionary cure for the highly addictive and debilitating drug known as Synthwave. Through extensive research and innovative pharmaceutical methodologies, Biotechnica has formulated a potent antidote designed to counteract the harmful effects of Synthwave on the human body and mind. The cure components of Project Genesis involve a proprietary blend of neuroprotective agents, neurotransmitter modulators, and cellular regeneration enhancers. These components work synergetically to repair neural pathways, restore cognitive function, and alleviate the physical and psychological symptoms associated with Synthwave addiction. Biotechnica has initiated negotiations with prominent corporate entities, including Arasaka, Trauma Team, and Nice Corp, for the distribution and marketing of the Genesis cure. These partnerships aim to leverage the extensive networks and resources of these corporations to ensure widespread accessibility and affordability for the cure to affected populations. That's what it reads.
I peer out the fridge and be like, "Is it done yet?"
Hey,
Yeah,
Lotus,
it's not
mind taking a copy of that book?
Sorry, they just ignored you. Is it done yet? Hey, Lotus.
I tried to speak. I tried to say yes, all done, in the most monotone voice ever, but fucking Vita fucked over me too.
Lotus, mind if I get the shard quickly, make a copy of the data? I think someone might need to know this.
Yeah, but who is that someone?
Let's just say a fellow friend of mine had ties with the Biotechnica. Just say no good memories with them. You might know something.
Vita, I don't think the lack of transparency is gonna work. Like, if we're gonna figure things out, I can't go on a friend. I need to know exactly where this is going. It's quite a big deal.
Well, a friend of mine used to be a nomad, and I used to be a clinical trial patient for Biotechnica a few decades ago. They need to know this data and see what we can do about it.
Let's all,
Maybe we
let's all reconvene first before we send anything off. Just like Duck said.
Agreed.
As you guys kind of reconvene in the vein space, you see Axman's also there, and he's kind of sitting down, arms crossed, legs on a table, and he's like, curious. It's obvious to you guys he's found something as well, but he's keeping it to himself.
Okay, let's start from the top. First of all, bedroom. I would say there's nothing much to see there, but there was a note. Someone asking for help about Synthwave. From the Queen of the Afterlife herself, Rogue, of all people. So I think we're way knee deep into this shit right now. If Rogue is asking for help. Also, I know I done the whole Indiana Jones thing with the fridge here, but does anyone want some weapons? Don't press the button, though. Like, do not press the button. Like, this is not a joke. This place will blow sky high.
Can I press a button?
If you give him the shotgun,
There's no.
I'll hold it to her head so that she can't push the button.
This is in a video game. There's no reloading saves. If you die, you die.
I mean, I'm okay with that. So
I'm just gonna end the roleplay for us all. Push the button. Okay, I'm not actually pushing the button, in case you think I am. Just in case Nerv's like, okay, now DJ Medical Meters. Push the button.
Wait, Nerv, can I roll for the shotgun instead? I didn't know I could do a face down. Can I roll?
I already dipped the shotgun.
You can, I want the shotgun. I didn't know I could do a face down for the shotgun. Yes.
So
you want to face down with me?
Yes.
Face down in for a shotgun. Oh, okay.
Right, okay, real talk. I'm in the fridge. I get to choose.
They're running to the fridge. They're grabbing it.
I'm like, I'll press this button right now if you don't stop bickering.
They both have their
I will
hand
actually
on the
press the
shotgun.
Press
They
the
both have
button.
it. They're both like,
Press
give
the
it to me.
button.
Give it to me. Give it
Hey,
to me. I
Jet,
want
press
it.
the button.
You're there going,
Jet,
I will press the
press
button
the
if you don't
button.
both put this down. It's a stalemate. But to
Push
see
it.
in this initial struggle for the shotgun, who gets it first?
Push the
I
button.
need you both to do a face down check for me, which would mean you roll a d10 plus your cool
Oh no.
plus your reputation.
Push the
No.
button.
Now your both your reputation should be 1. So it's a d10 plus your
Yeah.
cool plus a 1. And then DM me the number you get. As you both run up to this weapon and grab it. You're both face, like, eyes locked, like, this is my gun. I want this gun. You're just looking back on, I will press this button if you do it. They just completely ignore you. They're like, I want this gun. I want this gun. You're both pulling it, snagging it on. You're like, this is mine. This is mine. No one's getting this. No one's getting this gun at this moment. It's a they put button heads. And then one of you does something really, really, really cheeky to get the upper hand on the other person. You just continuously mention 2-day-old tacos, and the other person also feel kind of sick at the mention of this, like, oh no, don't remind me. Oh, and he let goes of the gun, allowing Lotus to be the one to take the gun, as Lotus
I win.
got an 11 and Duck got a 9. Unfortunate, my friend.
You've never even used a gun before.
You used the gun.
I'm proficient in shotguns.
That was so much louder in the room. Like,
I could imagine.
much louder.
I am
What if you use your lock?
shotguns. I am proficient. I have training. Honestly, just push the button. We're all fucked.
So
May-
Borrow it.
May
You can borrow it.
in the TTRPG chat, you see the Rosovic Satara shotgun. You just put that in your weapons. It is non-concealable, obviously, because the shotgun. Its damage is 5d6s. Who wants the assault rifle? Zara, you said you want to do the assault rifle.
Yeah, I mean, no one contested, so.
Yeah, you just pick up the assault rifle. So the second one, Zara, you put those stuff in there. Yours is a power weapon. So with power weapons, they basically have better chance of getting critical injuries.
I'll
Okay.
take a heavy pistol if no one wants it.
Oh,
Yeah, I was gonna say I already have a
Okay.
heavy pistol, so better to just go with someone else.
I think I've already got a pistol as well.
You've got a
Yeah, a very heavy pistol.
yes, but this one is a tech heavy pistol, so this one can also shoot through walls and charge shots.
Nice.
It's a pistol. Yeah, so the Jet, you've just informed everyone there was weapons in there. They all went and tried to grab the weapons. It was like a fucking scramble. You're like, Jesus Christ. But after this all, everyone's finished gathering their weapons, and they've all come back to the area where you guys would convene, and you guys can continue talking about what you found. So yeah.
So we got a note, some guns.
Yep.
At least data about Project Genesis.
Again, so we have info on Project Genesis as well.
What did you guys find? Did you guys find anything?
Nothing on my end. Duck? Meat?
I was just making sure Shotgun Stiller wasn't gonna die putting random shards in an egg. So I haven't been looking.
Yeah, very
Well, we
smart.
did find one thing. Some sort of chemical formula for Genesis.
Yeah, that's true. At least we know who's involved now.
And that would be?
Well, Arasaka,
Oh.
Trauma Team,
Oh.
and who was the third one?
Meat Scope?
There you go.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, no,
Now,
Arasaka.
I've got contacts within Trauma Team. that I might be able to find out more information. I don't know about you guys, if you know anyone within the other teams.
I could contact someone.
If it's within Arasaka to have a corporate liaison, they know enough about every corporation in this world. I found something. If she doesn't become a fucking bitch about it.
Okay. Well, before we do anything, maybe we need to go speak to that guy over there.
Arasaka, former team, and Mies Corp. They're all trying to get this cure. The question then comes, do you guys know who's selling this? Might be any information you found, might not. Well, someone is selling this to those corporations. And obviously they want it, because that could be a good way to sell. Make some money.
We do know who's manufacturing it.
And who's marketing it?
Who's that?
I don't know if I trust you enough to reveal that information to you yet.
Until then, I remain a dead guy. So please, keep me being alive a secret until at least you find out the answer.
What are you talking about? You're dead.
Exactly. And he just kind of takes a nice step out. He's got his hands in his pockets, wearing his long jacket. Steps out into the darkness and leaves you guys in this room by yourselves.
Well, we've no fixer anymore, as far as we're aware. We've no information to go on other than what we found here. Maybe we can see if we can find someone to speak to a biotechnical first. And then once we've exhausted that option, see if we can find out more from personal contacts.
That's an idea. Also, the rogue angle might actually work, but trying to get a meet with her other than just barging in to the afterlife, which... bad idea. I don't see how that would work out. I mean, I would do it, but I don't know how any of the rest of you feel.
Yeah, last thing I need is me going to the afterlife. I already look like a typical Arasaka goon after all.
The other option is we can take the media route with Biotechnica. As in, you know, we've got someone on the team who is a reporter, wants to do a report on, you know, some information that they've discovered about a potential cure to a deadly drug.
Question is, does the public really know about the drug that much?
As far as I'm aware, it's sweeping like an epidemic.
This is just maybe me being a little bit of a conspiracy theorist. Maybe this is all just a ploy to get money in the first place.